and welcome to Say Less, Say More. The trio you never knew you needed. Go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. Tonight, the president went overseas and showed his ass again. We gonna get into it. Don't let politics come between you and your friends unless they have to. What happened on Raw and SmackDown? We got new head coaches hired in the NFL. And of course, we got the Joe Budden Podcast.
Joe Budden Podcast.
Joe Budden Podcast.
How do you choose your friends? What does 2-5 hate this week? Jack got a movie suggestion for you. We going to get right into this. I got the gang with me, the one and only El Residente. They say San Jose, they play in Santa Clara. It doesn't make sense. But then also, we got the only person in the world that, along with me, wants Triple H to set up that Erica Kirk versus Candace Owens WrestleMania match. I think his name is Jack.
Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy Radical Jack, aka Swaggy J, aka Pee Wee 49er Jack today. You know what I'm saying? Lost my bet. This is me repaying it off, man. Got my Pee Wee 49er hat on because the rest of the 49ers signed up. So they can get something today.
All right. So let's do this. So, fellas, what's going on in your world this week?
Well, I think I'd like to start by saying, as of Monday, the 26th, it'll be my birthday week. Monday will be actually my birthday. So, you know, I'm really, really excited about that. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully we ain't, our politicians ain't getting on planes to get away from the ice.
Hey, look, man, it's supposed to be an iced out weekend. You know, I guess I'm going to just be Iceman because I ain't leaving. You know, I'm on the military. So my house is going to have power regardless. And I have gas. So we heat it here. You know what I'm saying? We take it back to the hood, open up the stove. That ain't a big deal. So, hey, it is what it is.
All right. Riz, what's popping down in the Palmetto?
Yeah, so this week I'm actually working away from home. I'm out in Beaufort. I've been here since Monday, you know, getting ready for a site visit. Fellowship that I'm running here. So shout out to the entire, other part of the low country. Shout out to Jasper County, Beaufort County. We down here. Shout out to Paris Island, you know, home of the Marines. But yeah, man, just out here, just getting a lot of work done, being productive, trying to do what I can to make the world a better place for the kids. And I left it, and then I found it. So that's what I've been really on. Just missing my wife and my kids. So shout out to Toya. Love you back.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Over here on this side of the Alamo, you know what I'm saying? I went out to see that play last night, Water for Elephants. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't quite Broadway since it ain't New York City, but it's good enough for me. Great show. You know, also, you know, this weekend, you know, I wrapped up my Fundamentals in Journalism course with NBCU Academy. So, you know, hey, I'm trying to be on this screen. I'm trying to be on the large screen. I'm trying to be on the TV screen. Wherever you can get anything, I'm there. 2-5, say less, say more. Yo, let's get to it. So a lot of people, since Donald J. Trump has entered the political sphere, have been losing friends, losing family, just anything over anything that comes out of his mouth, policies, non-policy. So how do you guys feel about losing people over politics?
I personally feel like it's insane. I feel like political differences have always existed, and I think only up until now it's really been this thing where it's just like cut them off completely, like they're just dead to you. And I just think, you know, just because somebody votes a certain way or views certain policies in this way or that way, it's not a reason to just cut off a relationship. You know, you got people who have had 25-year friendships and they just stop because everybody's been pitted against each other. You know, I hate to do it, but I blame social media because your algorithm is just feeding you constantly everything that your blood is desiring. It's going to get your blood pumping. It's going to give you those endorphins. They want you to agree with your algorithm so you can stay on your phone. And you see all these things, and it's just constantly like pushing it to the point where now you're seeing all this stuff, and it's like, oh my God, like I could never be friends with somebody that supports this side. Like, just because you vote a certain way means you support every single thing that's going on. And it's never been that way. You just identify with a few things that you agree with and you vote based off of that. Of course, you're not going to agree 100%. That would just be stupid. That's blind. But I just hate to see like people really cutting off people just because of this when it's really not that deep.
Yeah. So I think the part of this we have to really make sure we address in this conversation is the fact that the political discourse has changed drastically in this current era than it was prior to this time. It used to be that political arguments were about policy, right? Certain stances on certain topics. Um, I don't want to give any particular party complete credit for this because I think everybody does it in their own way. But now political arguments are more rooted in people's lack of humanity. Humanity, like it's about questioning people's humanity or lack thereof. You know, um, for example, Republicans no longer believe that Democrats just have policies they disagree with. Certain Republicans have positioned Democrats as just bad people in general. So Republicans now believe that they can't vote for Democrats not because they disagree with their policies. It's just because they believe they're evil people, and that's a weird stance to take, right? Because we all know people of different political leanings, right? And we know people of different political leanings that are not bad people, but somehow we just assume that people that we don't know are just evil people because they vote a certain way. And whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, Tea Party, Green Party, whatever you call yourself, I don't think that's enough to make that kind of judgment on a person that you've never met. So that's why I always come back to the fact that when we're talking politics, we should always be talking policy. If you're not talking policy, then I'm not going to talk politics with you at all. And that, for me, is where the separation comes, Jack. I will separate myself from somebody who says all Democrats think this way, all want to do this thing, or all Republicans think this way and want to do this thing. That's enough for me to not want to deal with you on a day-to-day basis. For me.
Well, like, social media is definitely the culprit here because it's turned everything accessible, so you hear these conversations, Republicans over here think that the Democrats are trying to make everybody, I don't even know what the right word to say here is, but I guess unchristian. They don't want to follow God.
Gay.
They're un-American. That was the word I was trying to avoid saying. Trying to be un-American.
Well, it's a word.
Oh.
They're trying to. Okay, fine. Republicans are saying that Democrats want to turn everybody gay. Saying Democrats are saying Republicans want to hang everybody, and saying just get away with murder. So there's no room for a middle there because those are two very distinct things that most people should not want to be a part of as far as like being forced to be gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But like, so from that standpoint, as I brought up pre-show, we were talking to some people on TikTok a little while ago, and the guy said something that stood out to me, because I was making the argument of just because someone voted for Trump doesn't mean that they're X, Y, and Z. That doesn't mean they're racist, so on and so forth. And his retort was, screw anybody that is voting against my right to exist, basically. You know what I mean? Which sounded very Israel-like to me.
Yeah.
It was disgusting in one breath. But at the same time, I understood what he was saying because, there are people, and that brings in the social media part, where we see tragedies happen or we see things and there's no compassion. It's just F around and find out, comply or die, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, no empathy at all. So yes, from a certain vantage point, I look at that and say, why would I want to deal with somebody that espouses those type of thoughts? But then on the other side, it ain't just the Republicans. It ain't just the Republicans. Democrats can be very indignant and sacrilegious and think that if you disagree with them, you fit in some box of a ism. So I
That's
get
Yes.
it.
it.
Yes. No, I think you're absolutely right.
I think
Go, Jack.
I think the biggest problem is we don't have these conversations off the internet. Like we could, all of us could have these conversations. We'll be just fine, right? Or you can go to work, you have a conversation with like 2 or 3 dudes, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But then when you get on the internet, all the random like, I'm just 100% full throttle right here, and if you don't believe that, then whatever. You got these videos where these dudes are like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to start a war right now. Anybody against it, I'm ready. I'll take on everybody by myself. And it's like, bro, you got to stop doing the performative things. The antics are just going to get you views and clicks and likes, and that's cool and all, but in real life, you got to remember, like, when this internet stuff shuts down and when your phone decides, when you get tired of being on the internet and you want to go back to regular life, you got to remember we can have real conversations and we want to keep pushing forward. So it just annoys me. I think I've just become like a lot calmer because I'm just not on the internet. Like, I'm not on social media no more, so I don't really have the whole rah rah blah blah blah. Like,
Where are you getting your likes and digital hugs?
hey man, I don't need them. I got a wife who gives me great hugs and more. So I don't.
Shout out to Bomani Jones. Shout out to Bomani Jones, who gave me one of my favorite phrases. People either talk on the internet for one or two reasons: inform or to perform. And a lot of stuff you're talking about, Jack, is performance. Like, a lot of people they're not educated about what they're talking about, and this is on all sides of the aisle. I try not to espouse or act like one side has a better grasp on morality or on doing the right thing than the other. I think when we play that game, we really minimize the human experience on this planet, and everybody got their flaws. Democrats have their issues, Republicans have their issues, and I think, like you said, Jack, I think if we got to a place where we could have these conversations offline, because most times when you have these conversations offline, you find way more middle ground than you even realize, because people are on the internet doing what? Performing. When you're performing, you want to be right at all costs. But when you actually when you're looking to inform or to be informed, you don't mind hearing information that may change your mind. And people don't want to hear information that may change their mind. They want to be locked in to what they believe because that's what they believe. But I think to your point, 2-5, human dignity, empathy, caring about other people, caring about things outside of yourself. Those are all important. I mean, the last point I'll make is I was talking to my assistant, Shallon. Shout out to Shallon and
Shout
Corey.
out, Alan.
We're having a conversation about the fact that, like, right now, I believe that there are two groups of people that exist. I believe that there's a group of people that are trying to fight for equal rights for everybody and trying to fight for dignity and respect for everyone, and there's another group that's saying no.
Yeah.
Like, I think those are the two groups that we have right now. Yeah, like, I think that's where we are at.
I'm losing.
Nah, it's true though, because like
and so, like, yeah.
Well, no, I was gonna say it's just like the whole, what's her name, Renee?
Oh, Renee Good.
Renee got shot. Yeah, so
Renee Good.
Renee
yeah, so it's like that situation, right? Like, what's up with people acting like they can't just simply say, "Dang, it sucks that she lost her life over that." It doesn't matter what side of the board you're on. It doesn't matter if you agree with what she was doing or what the dude was doing. Like, nobody should have to die. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because
just like, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I just say she feels.
All I was going to say was fuck Pete Hefsek, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just feel like it's like, dog. So you mean to tell me that in that situation, there is no other way that man could have reacted? Like, everybody keeps saying, oh, he was in danger of his life and she was going to run him over and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, could have shot her in the shoulder, chest. Could have
look, on a basic level, before we got all the after action stuff, I could simply say he was a human that made a very bad mistake. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell somebody how to react if you think a car is coming at you. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? So I'm not even going to try to get into that bag. But then after the fact, when you get all these videos and he's talking about fucking bitch and all this kind of stuff like that, then it's kind of like, well, like, that changes the calculus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, guys, am I the only person disappointed that we ain't getting Greenland as a state?
You're disappointed that we didn't violate international law and invade a country, a sovereign nation?
No, I just want to be a part of history, right? All these people got to see these states become states. I just wanted to have a new state.
Well, then let's just make Puerto Rico a state.
So I'll help you out.
They don't want it.
There you go. I'm about to help you out. I'm about to help you out. We can go ahead and make Puerto Rico or Guam a state.
Like,
They don't want it. Well, I don't know about Guam, but I know Puerto Rico's about 50-50 last time I read about it.
Hey, look, dog, Puerto Rico might as well. Like, come on, dog. Let's just go ahead and do it, man.
Yo,
But
you know who's not 50-50? Do you know? 2-5. Do you know who's not 50-50? Greenland.
They're like,
hold up, hey, hold up, real
99-1.
quick. Hey, Senator Rez. Hey, how come the Puerto Rico can vote in the primaries if they're not a state?
Because they're what's it called?
I know, but they can't
because they're
vote in
American
general.
citizens.
Right, but they can't vote in the general. Is where I was getting at. Like
Well, they don't get electoral college votes.
Right, but I feel
It still counts towards popular.
Yeah, I still feel like you shouldn't though. But anyway, no. So my favorite part of this whole Greenland thing, the whole reason I wanted to talk about this is just because I wanted to say this. Is my favorite part of the whole week was when Trump got on TV and said, he was talking to Switzerland, and he said, if it wasn't for us, you would be speaking German. German is their main language.
Did he say two languages though? Did he say German and like a piece of Japanese or something like that?
I can't remember. I know he said German.
I think he said
and I was like, dude,
German and
like,
Japanese, dog. It was funny.
Yeah, the
I
majority
was
of
mad
their
at you
country
sending them
speaks
damn
German.
videos. I was so bad. I was like, stop sending these videos. I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I
man.
swear, like y'all can say what y'all want. The dude is entertainment for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, granted, I wish it was entertainment and not real life, but you gotta laugh now, cry later.
You can't have the number one TV show and not be an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog.
Laugh now, cry later. Quoted
It would be
the great Tupac Amaru Shakur.
It would be really hysterical if he wasn't the leader of the free world and had the nuclear codes.
Hey, yo, on the real though, do y'all think how bad is how bad do you think his dementia really is? Like,
I don't know.
I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to think like, I don't know. It's not quite Alzheimer's, but there's some spaces.
I don't know. We might be asking Melania to blink twice at some point.
Hey, she got a whole movie coming out.
I'll say this. Because I know we're joking, like, but there's some real stuff on the line here. All of us served in the United States military. This man, before the end of his term, whenever that is, will send American troops to die for something stupid. And that is not something that's cool to me. Having 2 children in the military, and I really have to look at it from that standpoint. Like, it really, and I hate to be Debbie Downer on this. And I don't know if it's just because like I've been away from home, but I really am thinking about like people really are taking something very seriously, way too loosely, and like you said, laugh now, cry later. The tears might be really real because you may lose somebody you love because of this dude and the way he carries this thing and the way he's convorting himself. Also, we have to consider the fact that America has not been attacked on American soil by a foreign military since I want to say the War of 1812. If you're not beholding like Pearl Harbor. Outside of Pearl Harbor, we've not been attacked on U.S. soil by another country since like the War of 1812.
I guess
This is a real thing. So while you talk about making history, no, that wasn't a foreign military. That was a terrorist organization. So when we talk about making history, the history I don't want to see is another military. And we did see BRICS happen. We did see an assembly in a gathering of multiple nations banding together saying we are going to act against the United States interests. They have started forming currency that is not including the United States. They're setting up to try to take us down. And this president is not helping things with the way he's moving. He's moving against NATO. He's moving against the United Nations. These are things that we really have to consider while we're having a good time laughing at his funny stuff that he says on the internet. It's all fun until that goofy dude gets you into a fight with the school bully. And now you're getting run up into the lockers because of something that somebody else did had nothing to do with you. So let's laugh, but let's also be serious because this is really, really real.
Yeah, when the tears come, I got you, Van Jones. You know what I'm saying? So, guys.
This is not who we are as a nation, he said.
Like, Trump is here. So Trump is
Van
here.
Jones.
Trump is here for the time being. Sean McDermott is gone. That happened.
Gone.
Buffalo said, we wish you well on your future endeavors. What say you?
I feel like Buffalo is not a team that is quote unquote disappointing. I think they do good things every year, and I think that it's just the bonehead plays. It's not a coaching problem. It's not a staff problem. They don't have a trash defense. They don't have a trash offense. You don't look at Buffalo and be like, man, there's leaks here, there's holes here. It's just when they play a game, sometimes bad stuff happens. You know what I mean? All the way back to when him and Patty had the first super matchup. Came down to overtime. At the end of the day, Josh Allen, your kryptonite is OT. Who cares? Like, at the end of the day, your quarterback does his job. Now, 4 bonehead turnovers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course, you can point that out. But at the end of the day, the team is a rock-solid team. So I don't think that it was fair to fire the coach.
All right. So, go ahead.
You want to go 2-5?
How long do you get to win a Super Bowl?
I don't believe there's an actual.
How many Super Bowls are won every year? How many Super Bowls do you win? How many teams win Super Bowl every year?
I might count. There's one.
There's one, right? Every year.
This is what I'm getting to. So, okay. So you got dudes like Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, so on and so forth, right? And they're viewed as offensive geniuses, right? And there's moments in big games that you can point to their offenses doing things that win football games, right? So Sean McDermott, defensive guy, 98-50 record, nothing to cry about. But at the same time, 1-7 on the road in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And when I think of Buffalo and how they lose in the playoffs, it's always some kind of dramatic fuckery that could have been prevented. You know, all they had to do was stop the Chiefs from going down the field in 13 seconds. You know, all Diggs had to do was catch a ball. You know, the kicker went wide right at home. You know, this weekend, that dumbass fumble by Josh Allen right before the half. And guess what? A coach should have said, take a knee. Now, I'm not blaming him for those losses. But what I'm saying is that over the course of time, things just keep happening that we just got to change direction because obviously something's not right here. You're not getting rid of Josh Allen. You know what I mean? That's first and foremost.
Get rid of the coach because the players have made a couple mistakes?
No, listen to what I'm saying. We're talking about 8 to 9 years of these kind of playoff exits. You know, that you even had Patrick Mahomes at your place for his first playoff game on the road ever. You know what I mean? Like, Buffalo has had these moments. You had the snow with the lake effect, and Joe Burrow, who y'all say is overrated, came in there and pushed their shit in. So, like, at some point, it's like, look, just like Mike Tomlin, right? Great coach. I think Sean McDermott's a really good coach. But at some point, we just exhausted ourselves. Doug Collins was a good coach. And then he had to move over and make room for Phil Jackson. The only problem here is there ain't no Phil Jackson coming to save the day.
Okay, so Doug Collins won how many playoff games with Michael Jordan?
9.
He made the Eastern Conference Finals.
With Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
No.
Doug Collins made it. Okay, 2-5. You know basketball. How many playoff games?
Michael Jordan has won one playoff game without Scottie.
Doug Collins win without Phil Jackson. You know this answer.
No, I swear that they made the Eastern Conference Finals in '89.
Yes. That wasn't Doug Collins, though.
That was Doug Collins, wasn't it?
No. Scottie
It was
Pippen,
not.
Phil Jackson. That is a tandem.
If so, I just misspoke. But you know what I mean.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Because it makes no sense if. Okay, so let's just stop right there. It would make zero sense to have a team that wins no playoff games, brings in Scottie Pippen, goes to the Eastern Conference Final, and then fire the coach that year. That would make no sense. That would defy all logic. But I digress. One team wins the Super Bowl every year. One.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
so to fire a coach for not winning the Super Bowl, to me, would mean that you believe that the reason you're not winning the Super Bowl is because of the coach.
Correct.
Did we see coaching decisions that led to Sean McDermott? I mean, the Bills not winning the Super Bowl?
Not at all.
Or did Josh Allen throw 4 interceptions?
Yes, he took the Bulls to the Eastern Conference Finals. I know what I'm talking about.
All right, cool. Back to Josh.
And then got fired?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. That's crazy. That was a terrible decision. They'll come to want it next year.
They went 50-32, made the Eastern Conference Finals. He got fired, and Phil Jackson took over in 90, and then they won in they lost it in the Eastern Conference Finals in 90, and then they won the title in 91.
Oh, all right. Well, we was wrong.
So
Cool.
they may have won it with Doug Collins in 91. Okay,
Damn.
cool. Sorry. I apologize, 2-5. Let me get my sound effects. I apologize. Let me go
Sport man. Yeah, that's
myself.
it. Anyway, back to Josh Allen.
So Josh Allen had 4 turnovers in that playoff game. That's why they lost. They didn't lose because Sean McDermott called a bad game.
But I think
that's always my issue when it comes to firing coaches.
But I think that's the mistake you're making. He didn't get fired because of that game.
He got fired because his players always
he got fired because of the combination of failure.
But what kind of failure?
Okay, cool. So let's go to the round before that.
Out of a coach, though, like what more can
before
I do?
That, the kicker missed a kick in the clutch. Was that Sean McDermott's fault?
No.
Yes. No.
When the tight end missed an easy pass to extend the play and win a game, was that Sean McDermott's fault?
No.
Was it Sean McDermott?
We can go back to every single.
Yes, we can. Was it Sean McDermott?
Was it Sean McDermott's fault when
Arrowhead
the Chiefs scored? When the Chiefs scored
for the
twice in 90 seconds?
That's not his fault.
Yeah, that is his fault. He called a tush push, but that's actually one thing that you can point to that still doesn't recommend me firing this guy.
But see,
okay,
that
also
game,
but coach that couldn't stop a team from going 70 yards in 13 seconds. Is that not the coach's fault?
No, I called the plays. My players didn't get it done.
When are the players?
Okay, so when are the players accountable? When is
it's the coach's fault when the team.
We have a bad game plan.
When the team is losing,
we have a bad game plan.
When you're calling plays and they don't work.
When the game plan is terrible.
They had a bad game plan the other day.
That's cool, but I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, they had a game plan. So wait. Jack, hold on. Wait. They had a game plan so bad that they had a chance to win it.
With 4 turnovers.
Yes.
And
if he would have called
with a minute left in the fourth quarter, the game plan was so bad.
If he took a knee before the half, we ain't even having this conversation.
This is what, so this is what I'm gonna veer. But this is my issue with Josh Allen. When Josh Allen wins, it's because Josh Allen's so amazing. When Josh Allen loses, it's because somebody else's fault. It's never Josh Allen's fault when they lose.
Because he's
why are you treating me like this? I said.
So that's what we're agreeing to, right?
I said, yes, and I said
that you said
2 years ago. So this ain't new. This ain't me reacting in the moment and saying
blaming McDermott though.
That game. I'm not blaming him. I told you. I think that he's.
When they lose next year, who you gonna blame?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blame
when they lose next year, who you gonna blame?
Don't do that. I'm not blaming Sean McDermott for the fact that they lost. What I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? You've been here.
They're gonna lose next year.
Okay. Let me reverse course a little bit. We've all had a job in our life. We've all had a job in our life that we really, really liked. At some point, even though that job was still a good job, we enjoyed that job, a better opportunity came along, and we left that company. Sometimes it's just time.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be Sean McDermott is a fuck up, so he gotta go. It doesn't have to be that. It's got, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, look, we've been doing this for 9 years, 1-7 record on the road in the playoffs. At some point, Doug Collins, you made the Eastern Conference Finals. We know you ain't getting us over that hump. It's time to go. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it is.
Okay.
Just like Mike Tomlin, same thing. Great coach. But it was time.
Mike Tomlin's a little different.
Mike Tomlin's different. Mike Tomlin's different. Mike Tomlin's different. Mike Tomlin's there 19 years. And
the organization failed.
I will give Mike Tomlin this and the Steelers this. I don't think Mike Tomlin deserved to be fired, but I can understand his voice being still in the locker room and certain things over the like course of time, like you got to eat that stuff. Like you don't have a playoff win in the last 8 years. That's something you got to eat eventually. At some point, that those chickens come home the roost, and you got to be let go.
You don't think it's possible that his voice could be stale here?
McDermott?
I don't think that Sean McDermott's voice is stale. I think that his quarterback makes terrible decisions and nobody holds him accountable. I think that's a consistent thing that people and it's no, it's the fact that ESPN, like I remember there was a game where the Bills lost and Rex Ryan came out and acted like this man was playing with the Washington Generals. As if he didn't have the 7th ranked defense in the country, in the league. As if he didn't have the number 1 run defense in the country. Sorry, number 1 pass defense in the country. As if he didn't have the number 1 rusher in the country.
Right.
Oh, he's just out here by himself, just willing his team to victory. Nobody else. So when he wins, it's just him. When he loses, it has nothing to do with him. And that is something that will always piss me off.
Yeah, that's the Peyton Manning effect. So, you got Robert Saleh, Tennessee, Kevin Stefanski, to Atlanta, Jeff Hafley to Miami. Any thoughts there on any of those?
None of those teams matter to me. So
Shout out to Robert Saleh, man. Shout out to Robert Saleh. You already know what it is. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I don't care where you go. You are my coach. I love Robert Saleh. Like, I love his intensity. I believe he's going to have a better shot at it than he did in New York. I think the New York Jets are just a terrible franchise.
They really are.
I don't know what is going to take. They need an exorcism in their locker room. I don't know what. They have to get rid of the.
They need to move.
Change of ownership.
Yeah,
they need to change of ownership.
Just leave.
Yeah. No, I like something to completely change the culture of it. Like,
they got
put them in New Jersey for real. Like
they got the baby oil owner too. You know what I'm saying? Nepo baby.
Yeah, that too. So like I want to see what Robert Saleh could do. We already know. So the guy who's the GM of the Titans came from the Niners front office. He's now in. I never remember his name, but he's the GM of the Titans.
Well, no,
he's trying to build his baby version
now
of the Niners.
I think that's a different guy now. Are you talking about Carthon?
No, he's not there no more.
No, he got fired.
Carthon.
He got fired last year. So they just brought in last year. They brought in.
He didn't bring an American football player.
Yeah, they brought in the assistant GM from the Chiefs last year.
Okay. Well, still. So you got Saleh with the American football player Cam Ward, who I think is a superstar, who just needs some skilled players. If they do the right thing by him in the draft, we're going to see some great things from that team. And defensively, we already know they ain't going to be no punk. So shout out to Robert Saleh. I really want good things for him. Kevin Stefanski should not have another head coaching job.
Wow. Hey, you know who hired him, right?
Who?
My guy, Matty Ice.
Yuck.
That's right.
To Caleb Williams. Talked a lot of crap about you, bro, and he had a great season. I just got to give Caleb Williams that love. He had a great season, and I got to stop hating on him.
We're not talking about Caleb Williams. We're talking about coaches.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't care. I'm shouting out Caleb Williams. So
you know what I'm saying. So while we here though,
John Harbaugh.
Yeah, John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh and the Giants. I think that's gonna. I think
5 years, $100 million.
$1 million. The question is, who does he bring in to coach Jackson Dart?
Oh, he's bringing in
because John Harbaugh's not a quarterback coach.
He's bringing in Monken.
He's bringing Monken.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have Jackson Dart run the black man playbook.
Jackson
Hey,
Dart
he
already
can,
doing
bro.
that.
Yeah, he can. He really
You know,
can.
he had what?
He
5
runs it
concussions?
now.
He went into the tent for 5
He
concussions.
runs it now.
You know, but yeah, I
Oh.
think
Who hired
it's a
Mike
good
Tomlin?
hire. Nobody,
nobody?
yet.
Oh, okay.
So word on the street is that he may just walk away.
He doesn't want to coach this. He don't want to coach this year. He do not want to coach this year.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Dude is out watching his kids play like do gymnastics and stuff like that. Like he's got not a care in the world. Dog.
I don't think he'll ever come back to the league. I think he's done.
So Arizona is still open. You know, Baltimore,
Arizona still needs a coach.
Baltimore just hired Jesse Minter today.
Baltimore just hired somebody.
Jesse Minter,
Yeah.
he was the Chargers defensive coordinator. They just hired him today, who I said they were going to hire. So yeah, there's still some movement to be made.
Sports is ordered.
But hey, Rez,
You're
and Jack, newly college football fan.
I called it.
We got a national champion.
Yeah. Hoosers, nigga. I said it. Indiana was gonna win. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. I told you they've been going crazy. Y'all ain't want to listen. Like I didn't know what I was talking about.
Y'all.
what I'll say is that Indiana dominated that game from the beginning to end, and they still only won by 6 points.
Yeah, that game was so good.
They dominated that game from beginning to end, and still no, like it was a great game. It was an amazing game, but Miami should have. If Carson Beck doesn't just like lose his mind for a play, it's a different like. But shout out to Indiana for winning. Shout out to Coach Signetti. Dude got a swagger about him that it's going to be amazing when they're winning, and it's going to suck terribly when they start losing.
You know what I just learned about?
He reminds me of Dan Hurley. Was it Dan Hurley?
Yeah, Danny Hurley, UConn. Yeah,
Connecticut coach. He reminds me of him. He reminds me of him. Like he's going to be the guy that when he's winning, it's going to be amazing. When he starts losing, though.
Carson Beck is Miami's quarterback. You know what I just learned today about Coach Signetti? I did not know that he was Phillip Rivers' college quarterback coach.
Oh
no, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just learned that today. And while we talking about this, shout out to Abella Danger too. You know what I'm saying? Superstar right there.
What?
You know
what are you talking about?
Anyway,
what?
So
I may or may not have done research.
No, because that was the big thing
Before the pod.
Because ESPN be showing her in the stands, and
May or may
people
not.
are people are all like crazy, and
Yeah.
you know,
She's in the stands.
She goes to Miami.
yeah, she's a Miami student.
She goes to Miami. She's a student.
Yeah,
She's graduating this year.
I bet she is. Flying colors.
She is. She's a senior.
Yeah, they said that she's the best tutor Miami ever had.
I bet. Everybody passed.
Anyway, so guys, what's up with Jeannie Buss? You know what I'm saying? She running around here talking about LeBron is unappreciative.
Yo.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro.
Yo, I heard that today.
LeBron and Jeannie Buss have had an affair for the last 5 years, and now
breaking news.
He's done with her, and she is coming out.
Sir.
I don't care about your LeBron savior bullshit. I don't care. Anyway,
no. We just can't put we can't make allegations like this without acting like
lots of views of
allegedly
reflect them. So
thank you. Thank you. I wish I had which right there.
I reflect them. Let me tell you,
we are not the same.
LeBron and Jeannie Buss have been smashing since COVID, and now she's mad because he's done, and now she's over here. He doesn't appreciate the Lakers, and he thought that he had all this power, even though we were giving him everything he wanted. Shut up.
The views of Xavier Jackson, a.k.a. Radical Jack.
Hey, look, dog, that's what it is, bro. NDAs. They go a long way in the NBAs, you know? So it is what it is.
But is it the Lakers that are unappreciative, Riz?
The Lakers are the biggest mess that we've seen of an NBA franchise from a front office perspective since Donald Sterling lost the.
I think this is bigger than that.
What has happened with that family? The the guy was his name Brock that was talking, or Bob, or whatever his name was, that the guy that broke the story. He was talking to Malika Andrews about some of the ins and outs of it. Jeannie Buss literally told Jesse Buss he never should have been born. That's her brother.
Yeah, they don't rock with each other though.
Jeannie Buss made a deal in the scenes that got Kurt Rambis and Lisa Rambis $24 and $8 million each outside of the sale of the Lakers. There is so much nonsense going on there that the LeBron stuff is really not even that important. But if we want to talk about what LeBron did for the Lakers, LeBron is the reason the Lakers have their 17th championship. That is a fact. That is not something that we can dispute or debate. And I don't think that if LeBron decided to not go to the Lakers, they would have won a championship. So to act like, oh well, he should be more grateful. I think like he's a player. He's a player on the team, and he only has the type of power that you allow him to have. You are literally the owner of the franchise, and he didn't have a no trade until 2024. So you could have traded him, but you didn't trade him. Do you know why you didn't trade him? Because he had value that you appreciated. You could have gotten rid of LeBron and sent him to another team and made the money up. But guess what you wouldn't have done? You wouldn't have been able to sell out all the games that you've been able to sell out. You wouldn't have been able to sell all the merch that you've been able to sell. Luka's doing a great job. Luka doesn't sell as many jerseys as LeBron. Austin Reeves done a great job. Austin Reeves doesn't sell as many jerseys as LeBron. They may not sell as many jerseys as Bronny James.
All right.
These are facts.
Shout out to Playboy model Jeannie Buss. Speaking of truth, boo. Hey,
might be the best looking owner of all time.
So real quick, guys. Does Denver have any chance this week?
Not many to choose from.
Does Denver have a chance?
Yes.
Against who?
Against New England.
Yes, bro. I told
you. Oh
no. Jared Stidham. Yes. Book it. Radical
he jumped from football to basketball and came threw me off.
I thought he was talking about the Nuggets for real. I was like, oh, okay. But
I thought he was talking about the Nuggets too. I was like, they had a big game.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
I mean, they are playing the Wizards tonight, you know.
You heard it here
but anyway,
they had a big chance there.
And the Denver Broncos are going to upset the New England Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, and they will win the Super Bowl with the backup.
With Jared Stidham.
Oh, somebody living off of that Nick Foles pack, ain't they?
Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
Somebody is on the Reddy Winslow heavy.
So, Rez, which one of your division?
Somebody's on that Reddy Winslow heavy.
Which one of your division rivals is going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, this is my prediction. The game is gonna start. They're gonna do that thing where they ring the bell. They're gonna ring the bell. No, do they blow the horn? Or do they ring the bell in the link?
The link. Oh, you talking about?
I think they ring the bell. In Lumen. Sorry, not in the link. In Lumen. They ring the bell. They're gonna ring the bell.
Yes.
They're gonna ring the bell. The kick's gonna go off, and then Bane's gonna come out and blow up the middle of the field, and the entire field is gonna collapse. And they're gonna call the game, and no one's gonna win.
Is Heinz Ward gonna make it out?
Heinz Ward will not make it out this time.
Hey, all right. So
I think the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win it. I'm going to give them the edge because they're at home. I don't think that they're the better team. I think they have the better defense.
They definitely have the better defense.
I don't think they have the better offense. And the question is, can Matt Stafford with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua find a way to make enough plays against that defense to win? They're going to need 28 minimum to win this game.
Yeah, last time
Now, I
they
don't know if they can
played,
get to 28.
last
think
time
we
they
gotta-
played, he threw for 500.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is all of us as a collective, we refuse to give Sam Darnold any credit. And until Sam Darnold does something big, we're just
It's true.
We're gonna keep looking at him
Well,
like, I don't
will
know.
say, in his last 3 games against the Rams, 2 this season, 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Going back to when he was in Minnesota last year, he got sacked 9 times in 1 game against the Rams. So it's hard to, you know what I mean? It's just hard, you know? And even like Matthew Stafford threw for 500, like I said, on that Thursday night. But Seattle won that game. But the best part about it, for you numbers people out there, they played twice this year already. The point differential is Rams +1. You know, Rams won by 2 in LA, Seattle won by 1 in Lumen. I'm here for all the action. Give me Rams and Patriots in the Super Bowl. You know, I'm going with the better quarterback, better coach. But guys, what happened on Raw and SmackDown this past week?
You're gonna have to refresh me. Kind of foggy on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, you don't remember Finn Balor fighting for the world title in his home country?
I really wanted him to win. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
I really wanted him to win.
I didn't think they would. Y'all know my rule. Y'all know how I feel about changing titles on Raw. You know how I feel with that. Did not want to.
CM Punk
I don't know
still
why you
has
hate it so
that.
much.
But I will say, I want to see it. I will say this. That was a great match. That was a great match. And I love the respect that CM Punk gave Finn Balor for that match. Because that dude is a dog. What I hate is the fact that since I brought wrestling back single-handedly last June, single-handedly, I've only been able to see Finn Balor as a lackey of the Judgment Day.
Hey, we tried to tell
And
you.
the buddy of the dude with the giant face, JD
Yeah.
McDaniels,
McDaniels.
whatever his name.
Oh, not JD Vance.
JD McDonough.
Like that, he's been a lackey and he's been his like team buddy. Like this guy can really wrestle. This guy is nice. This guy's a starra. He's a starra. And apparently, according to when he walked out, he went with the music that he was using before he was a part of Judgment Day. He used the entrance that he used before he was a part of Judgment Day. He wore the clothes that he used to wear before he was a part of Judgment Day.
Yes.
I think the Judgment Day is on the way out.
And he shook CM Punk's hand.
And if we get if we get Finn Balor back and then the Demon comes back, I'm here for it.
Well, he better
I'm
hurry
sold.
up because you know he's 44 now, so he better hurry up.
Yeah, he's probably the best looking 44-year-old ever in wrestling.
Hey,
Wow, thanks.
Well, what about
Tell me the other 44-year-old males that you enjoy watching.
Hey, look, if you wanna act like you don't know what that means, that's cool. Whatever. Either way,
what do you guys think about AJ Styles putting his career up?
I think AJ Styles is smart because his contract is over before WrestleMania and he doesn't want to renew. So this is a great angle for them to go ahead and just, AJ's last match would be a Royal Rumble.
That seems kind of lackluster.
I don't think so. But
for the star that he is, like for the legend that he is, that just feels lackluster.
I like it.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you think, Ray.
He's got a good feud. Gunther's a bitch. Whatever.
I'm not the biggest fan of AJ Styles. So if he leaves, okay.
All right.
I don't want him to lose to Gunther. I know that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. He has to lose, I think, because Gunther has to keep going on the villain.
I don't want him to lose to Gunther. I know that.
And then
I do not want him to lose to Gunther. Like,
Demon can't come back 2-5 because the Demon doesn't lose. So if Finn Balor brings out the Demon, it has to be a match where he's guaranteed a dub.
All right. Well, what about you guys excited for Saturday night's main event?
No, I don't even know who's fighting.
I will tell you who's fighting. You have Cody Rhodes against Jacob Fatu. You have the 4-way #1 contender match between Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Damian Pierce, and Sami Zayn.
Hold on. Sorry. I have to do this. Prepared for this. Let's get it.
I didn't
It
think.
is time. It is time. It is time for the man. The man. Even if he loses in the 4-way, y'all, the most exciting fight of that night, the most exciting moment of that night will be when that music plays and that man walks out.
Has anybody
Understand
else
this.
I just want to
has
say
It's
anybody-
over.
I just want to say this, man. I am so happy that Rez finally has a wrestler that he feels like I felt about Jey Uso. Like he finally understands where I was with the Jey Uso thing. He finally gets it. Because for
Do
the
you think that
longest,
anybody-
Columbia's on.
Do you think that anybody that's ever been in a 4-way actually feels like a loser? But anyway,
I'm glad.
then also for the World Tag Team titles, we got the old lesbians against the new lesbians.
Oh, you got what?
Rhea and Io against Liv and
Rio.
I'm saying,
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rio.
Judgment Day.
yeah, against the.
What do they call them?
I don't think they have a name.
No, do their tag team have a name?
No, they don't have a name.
They're Rio because Io and Rio are Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So am I crazy?
Yeah, I'm not excited. It's gonna be a good match.
I'm
It's gonna
tired
be a
of
good
Liv.
match.
I'm tired of Liv versus Rhea in all incarnations. Like I'm over it. Can we move past Liv versus?
It's a rivalry, bro. You ain't get tired of rocking Triple H. Stop
That's how
being a
rivalries
misogynist.
work.
Yeah, I did actually.
Stop being a misogynist.
Women are intelligent.
Well, since we are talking about women, we might as well talk about how pretty they are. Because I love me some women.
Let's do it.
So I don't know who's
Women are intelligent. We love them. We love their minds.
I don't know. Listen
Yours.
up real closely, Shallon. Saying top 5.
All right, 2-5. Go ahead and do your top 5 first, because we know you're gonna.
Why? Why I gotta
yours
start
gonna be
it?
ridiculous. Because I know yours is gonna be ridiculous.
Mine is gonna be ridiculous.
I just know it is.
Is it
I
only
know
ridiculous? Is it only ridiculous because you knew I included AEW people?
I figured you probably would, you weirdo.
Why
ahead.
wouldn't I? We said wrestling. Okay. Number 5.
We said most attractive, right?
Yes.
Prettiest. The word, it was prettiest. Attractive is different from pretty.
No,
Oh,
it ain't.
It is,
Oh,
because you could be
see.
attracted.
Okay.
No, because you could be attracted to somebody's body. You could be attracted
Nah.
to like their character. You could be attracted. I'm talking about pretty face.
All right.
Pretty face. All right, go.
All right,
Prettiest,
number
yeah.
5. I'm going with Willow Nightingale. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Number 4. I'm going with
Hold on,
Mercedes.
Hold on. Let us look these people up. Damn.
And I already know what y'all gonna say
Never
about
heard of this
Willow.
person before in my
Don't y'all do it. She's a part of the Babes of Wrath.
Okay. I'm not mad at the Florence Nightingale. I mean, she's a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be.
I see you. I see you got your diversity, equity, inclusion going on. I see what you're doing here. Okay. I like it. Okay.
Award those two.
Number 4, we're going with Mercedes Moné.
Okay.
Mercedes
AKA.
Moné, aka Sasha
All right.
Banks. Number 3, we going with the little half pint. You know what I'm saying? Zelina Vega. You know what I'm saying? Number 3. Number 2, we're going with Mina Shawakara. Mina Shawakara. She's the girl that teams with Tony Storm in AEW. Japanese.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, dog.
And then number 1,
just gonna take your
Bianca
word for it.
Belair.
Thank you. I was like, dog, does this nigga like black girls or what?
Damn, Sasha and Willow don't count?
No, nigga. We don't count DEI picks. And Sasha's cool, but that's like a oh, okay, of course, you know.
Damn shame.
All right. I see what you did here. Okay. All right.
Hey, Willow would come
All
in
right.
handy during
Keep going.
the
Hey, Jack, do
weekend.
yours.
Oh, you not ready?
Yeah, Willow would come in
Go
handy
ahead.
this weekend in San Antonio, wouldn't she?
All right. So I had 2 lists actually, but I was doing it one based off of like attractiveness and one based off of just pretty.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'll do the pretty since that's what you said you wanted to do. The first one out the gate, number 5, Trish Stratus. You know,
Yeah, we counting
Obviously.
old people too?
we're only supposed to be new.
She's still a wrestler.
She is currently on the roster too.
When the last time she wrestled?
Literally a couple months ago.
Literally like SummerSlam, which was in August or so. Maybe even earlier than that.
A few months ago.
But anyway, go ahead. Anyway.
Trish Stratus. All right, if you wanted to be all active, that's fine. I could do that too.
No, that's fine. Just go ahead.
Trish Stratus. Bianca Belair. Stacy Keibler. Jada Parker. Jada Parker's bad, boy. And she is. And Jay Cargill.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, say
I'm
something.
rocking with your list.
I like how you asked me if I like black women, and I didn't even have a white girl on mine. You had two.
Wait, what was your number 2, Jack? Jack, what's your number 2?
Was it Stacy Keibler?
Stacy Keibler. Trish, Stacy Keibler.
No.
Bianca.
No. Bianca.
Jada Parker. And then Jade Cargill.
Oh, so Jada was your number 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but when he said current wrestlers, that's why I was like, oh well, I could put Tiffy on there. I like Tiffy time over. Stacey.
I got my list.
Another white girl.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got my list. Number 5, Tiffany Stratton. Number 5, Tiffany Stratton. Number 4, Bianca Belair. Number 3, Jade Cargill. Number 2, Roxanne Perez. Number 1, Jada Parker.
Boom, perfect list. Love that.
Okay.
Roxanne should have been on mine, but I just
Maxine Dupree.
Oh, that's a good one. No, hell no. You don't do honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Maxine. Hey.
Yeah. No, Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna disagree with this one. She's on my honorable mention list too. Y'all gonna disagree with this one, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We going with Julia. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You do your thing. Ariana Grace.
Not on my list.
Ariana Grace. I got no beef with you, Santino Marella. That's his daughter. Sol Ruka and Blake Monroe.
Oh no, Ariana Grace?
Yeah.
You're just saying words. You're just putting names.
Hey, you mean Bianca Corelli?
Is that her real name in real life?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, not a bad pick, brother. Not a bad pick, brother.
Yeah. And
Who
then Blake Monroe was the last one that I said.
Blake.
Yes. She was known.
I'm looking at a list right now that has.
She looks like fake.
I'm looking at a list right now that has Liv Morgan as the number 1, the prettiest.
Calling somebody a fake
WWE.
Stratton is kind of rich considering how fake Tiffany Stratton is.
Well, I mean, whatever. Hey, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is so overrated, dog. It makes me so mad. Like, she's really not cute for real. She looks like a puppy. Like,
yeah.
I
don't want to denigrate the looks of.
That's cool. I will.
She's not my bag.
Well, the only person.
Now, who's Jasmine Nix?
It's my wife. My wife.
She was a former NXT. She's not there. She got let go and I think isn't wrestling right now. But she could be an honorable mention too.
Who?
Jasmine Nix.
Yes.
She's black, ain't she?
Who's Kalani Jordan?
She's NXT. She is the TNA champion last time I checked. Unless she lost it recently.
She might be the champion.
Yeah, hold up.
All right, keep it going.
That's right. She lost to Lay Lee. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Kalani Jordan is on my list. Take off whatever I said.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna just send y'all this list I'm looking at.
Right, so this week on the Joe Budden Podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Joe Budden Podcast.
Budden Podcast.
Joe and Ish got into an argument about friends and their status. So from the standpoint of, is Ish only friends with people because of what they can do for him, or are you friends with people because of what you think they can become? So, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think that the conversation depends on how you're hearing it. And I think that a lot of people are misinterpreting both sides of that. I don't think either person is wrong. I don't think you're wrong for cutting off people that don't keep up, and I don't think you're wrong for keeping people around at just the level that they're at. I think it just depends on you as an individual. You know, you got friends that are quote unquote poor, and you got friends that are quote unquote rich, and you got friends that are good for a party, and you got friends that are good for a business meeting. There's no difference in it all. You know what I mean? Like you have different people for different things. Me personally, if we're close friends, if we're in a real tight whip circle, I cannot be your friend if you're a loser, bro. And I can't keep you around just because we have history. It's just not going to be beneficial for me. And I know that sounds wrong, but it is what it is, man. Like, I don't want to be around a dude that's still hanging on to 2009. And it's like, yo, you remember when we went to the party and blah, blah, blah? And it's like, dog, like we got families and stuff, and you still want to talk about that?
No, you don't want to remember the party, bro.
Because we got more important things. Like, you haven't, nothing happened, like nothing. You peaked in high school. That's I think that's what it really is to me. If all your memories, all your core memories, and all your favorite memories are from the past, you really hate your life, and you haven't done anything more significant than high school. And I don't want that around me personally. You know, to each their own. But that's just me. I don't want the highlight reel to be high school.
Okay.
Do you do you think so? Having friends based on their success or lack thereof is an interesting way to view life. So I think that you can have friends that are not successful per se based on your terms of success, and still sort of. And it, I'll put it this way: all my friends are not successful at the level that I am, based on what I view as success. Do I pick my friends based on that? No. But if I feel like you're at a place where your lack of success will pull away from my success because you're doing things that will cause me to either be seen in a negative light publicly, or you're going to do things around me that just make me feel like we don't belong in the same space, I'm going to sort of push away from you.
Correct.
I think the conversation that you're talking about was rooted in, because I heard the started part, but I didn't get. But I think this is why I stopped and had to leave. But Joe was talking about the fact that if somebody had a clothing line and they were on their way up, he would wear the clothes that they had versus somebody who didn't. Is that where it started at?
Yes. Yeah. So
Wait,
Joe.
hold on. Say that again. Joe said he.
So they were talking about. So they were talking about, like, you know, people giving them clothes to wear on the pod.
Okay.
And Joe's point was, I would wear it if I thought the person was gonna be up. Like, you know, at some point they were gonna rise up. You know, whereas Ish was like, even if they weren't gonna necessarily blow up, but I liked the clothing, I would wear the clothing anyway. Then it transitioned to, do you pick your friends because of their status, or, you know, does their status matter to you when you're picking friends?
See,
So
now
just think of what you did to me. You know what I'm saying? When I posted my tweet and you were like, yo, you ain't have a lot of followers, so like I ain't want to read that shit. Just think about that.
first of all, that's a lie. Second of all, I definitely did that to somebody else, and 2-5 just tried to take the bullet. But anyway,
You did that to me. But anyway.
I definitely retweet your stuff all the time. Okay, well, not no more because I'm not on there anymore. But whatever. I think that the whole Joe saying that he wouldn't wear somebody's clothes unless he knew they were up, him wearing their clothes is going to give them more viewership.
Yes.
He would inevitably have them go up.
Yes.
Him not wearing that is just rude. Like, it's just, you know, it's just rude. You should just say, I don't want to wear your clothes if I don't like them. It ain't got nothing to do with you being up. More than likely, he's just not going to wear it because it's ugly to him.
But I think, but Joe was also saying that though. Joe was also saying like I wouldn't wear something I think is ugly, regardless of like if you're up or not. Like he's like, first I gotta think that the clothes are dope, and then I have to think that you're on the right path. Ish
Right.
was saying I will wear the clothes regardless because you my man's.
Nah, see,
And
and
Joe was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But to your point, like, that's how I would think about it. Like, if I'm the person with the platform, you're giving me the clothes for a reason. You're giving me the clothes. You're one of probably hundreds of people that send me stuff all the time. I'm not required to wear something because you give it to me.
right. And
Yeah.
But in terms of being a friend, I can still be your friend whether or not I think you're on the way up. And I think that's sort of where the conversation veered from just being about clothes to friendships in general.
But I also think that's a deeper conversation on how we are afraid to have real conversations with our friends. We're afraid to tell our friends things. For instance, if you had that platform and I sent you clothes, I would just tell you, hey, bro, can you wear this shirt? Because I'm trying to get more eyes on it and you get the views. Instead of pretending like, hey, man, show me support. I got a new shirt out. No, just have a real conversation. Hey, dog, you know you get 1 million views. Can you wear this so I can pop? I'm just trying to get this line to pop. Have a real conversation. It's not begging. It's not being weird. We're friends. I'm asking my friend to help me out.
I would do it. I would do it. You know, if it was my friend,
it looks less. It looks less shady that way.
So I guess
I hope you wear this. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to give you some of the line, dog. Like, come on, man.
So I guess I think more like ish. From the standpoint of obviously last week 2-5 hates was, you know, stop trying to tell me what we don't do in 2026 or whatever. So like if I liked it, I would wear it regardless of if the person was on a high trajectory or if they were never going to blow up, because I'm going to support you. And you know what I mean? We went through this a couple of months ago. We ain't got to get into it. I try to support, you know, people as much as I can. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't work out, but you know what I mean? But I'm all for empowerment. You know what I mean? So if you have something that means something to you and you were, I might even wear it if I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I'm trying to get you a certain exposure. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So if I was going to do something like that, but as far as picking my friends, you know what I mean? Like obviously, you know, you want to keep company with those that you view, I guess, that are successful from the standpoint of we can both benefit from knowing each other. We can make each other better. You know what I mean? We both have goals and aspirations that we can push each other to get to, not using each other, but just like, you know, like Rez be winning all these awards and shit. And I'm like, I'm gonna get me some awards too. Yeah. Right. But I'm like, but that's what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not his friend because he wins awards. You know what I'm saying? That's just something
that's part
that
of
comes
the
along with the person. Right. So you know, so I think that's where people get it twisted on. Yo, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nobody trying to watch. Nobody trying to wear that. Nobody trying. If that's your friend, that's your friend. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah. Real quick. I did forget to shout out the fact that I got the Martin Luther King Jr. Award. Janae Smith, Positive Vibes. Shout out to them. And next week, I'm getting another MLK Award from Representative Wendell Gilliard, which is the Martin Luther King Picture Awards, which is given to only 8 people in the Tri-County area for their work in the community. Thank you so much. Oh, and then January 31st, we're getting another award for the work of the Distinguished Gentlemen's Club. So it's just been a great year. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so
I don't know about all these MLK awards. You don't even have no white girls on your list like he would have.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, this is the funniest part about that, though, right? So even with Rez winning the award, hey, yeah, it's facts. It's facts, and you know it. But with Rez winning all the awards, right, like, people would really be envious of that and hate on it. Like, oh, here this nigga go telling us about more awards that he's getting. And it's like, why would you even want to be friends with somebody if you're going to feel that way about them? That's weird. That to me, that's weird. If I didn't want to hear about you being successful, I'd just be like, oh, okay, cool, and slowly but surely sever the tie. So I don't want to hear about it because I'm hating on you. Every time I see your pictures on the internet or something, I'm mad. You know, like I just don't understand why people do that. Why do you even put yourself in those situations? If you're gonna just be a hater, just cut it off and just leave that person alone. Let them get their little wins and you just go figure out something that you like. But people really will sit up here and hate watch and stand next to this person so they can be in the picture when they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, my man Rez wrote a book.
Or
in the flick real quick.
Like, well, you know what?
or they do the thing, where it's they'll do subliminal stuff like, man, these are people getting awards. They don't even mean nothing, or I deserve an award for the stuff that I'm like, bro, like. And that's why even when I get stuff and when you do community work, man, you don't do community work for awards. Like, it's cool, for somebody to acknowledge the fact that you're doing the work you're doing. And I've been doing what I've been doing for 10, like just the mentorship stuff for 10 years. I was teaching for 5 years before that. I was coaching for 8 years before that. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. And so if in a cumulative 14, 15 years of doing this work, I've gotten 4 awards, thank you. I appreciate it. But if I never got those 4 awards, guess what? I'd still be doing the work. And that's the problem, people, is they want the acknowledgement without having to actually do the work, which comes back to this idea of choosing your friends based on their level of success. I've taken pride in surrounding myself with people that uplift me no matter what. When I'm down, y'all lift me up. When I'm up, y'all lift me up. Like, that's what we do for each other. That's why our friendship is what it is. We've had times, shoot, Jack, you got married. We were both at your wedding. You know what I mean? Like, 2-5, when 2-5 has something that he wants to celebrate, we're going to be there for that. Like, 2-5 graduated from with his master's degree last year. And I wanted to be there for his thing, but I didn't find out about it until after he had already graduated. I guess we weren't really that much friends at that point, but it's cool because I would have been there anyway.
I'm just not a public person in that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to
kick him out. Kick him out.
Yeah. But I was proud of you. But I'm just saying, I was so proud of you for that moment and to see you accomplish something. And now you got some other endeavors that you're working on. And nothing makes me happier and prouder than know that you're engaging in something else. And if my proximity to you has made you feel a little more emphasis or more impetus to do more, then that's a great thing. That's what friends are supposed to do for each other, which goes back to my original point.
And let me say,
which goes back to my original point, that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have people around that when they do well, it makes you feel bad about yourself. It's weird.
No, I'm gonna tell people. I'm gonna say this publicly because saying I told you this personally, and I saying and everything, but I'm gonna just say it publicly since we're on the topic right now. But one of the things that I had told you, the first time Rez ever came to my crib, saying I told him, like, yo, this is so weird because usually when you admire somebody or look up to somebody or whatever you want to call it, it's usually somebody older than you, saying like a parent or, just an elder or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, yo, we the same age. And he does things that, makes me look at him in a high esteem. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of stuff that, saying you should get from your friends.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even me. When I first time I ever had a conversation with Rez that was not in a Facebook group, I was asking him about politics. Because I was just like, oh shit, like I didn't know this dude did that. And I was like, well, let me just reach out and see if he says something. And it wasn't a long conversation, but that's how it started. I just wanted to see it. Okay. And he was open. He was like, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. Do this. If you're serious or if you have more questions, hit me up. Let me know.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? And we were talking about it the other day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even as a husband, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rez be holding it down.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to, stay too happy. But
you don't want to glaze.
Y'all hold it down.
No, I didn't say that.
No, and wait. Before we pivot, this is something I want to make sure we highlight as well. Just as we're talking about friendship groups, I was talking to Shallon today, and I was saying, like, the thing that we have in common is, yes, we're all black men, but we all have different experiences as black men. We're great fathers, we're great husbands, and we motivate each other and we push each other. There's not a day that goes by that I don't talk to 2-5 and Jack, because they hold me up, they lift me up, and when I can't hold myself up, they do the same thing. And black men, the best thing you can do for yourself is get the crabs out of your circle and find you a 2-5 and a Jack, because they're gonna keep you in a good spot. If you don't got a 2-5 and a Jack in your life, and a Sam and a Ken and a Mr. J, if you don't have these people in your life,
cigar lounge,
it's hard to make it. And a cigar lounge. I don't even smoke.
Shout out
they
to
do
KC.
the cigar thing without me because I don't live in San Antonio. Shout out to KC.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the gang. Gra.
But look, enough of this happiness. You know what I'm saying? Jack said the word hate. So
let's get sad.
Let's find out. No, we not getting sad. We getting angry.
Anger.
Okay, so there used to be this show on Netflix I used to watch, right? So I'm gonna start it off like this. Dear white people,
Oh,
don't call me articulate. Don't don't talk about how smart I am as if you're surprised that I have the capability to be smart. And I was thinking about this because I saw an old clip today of Joseph Robinette Biden. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the one and only Barack Hussein Obama. And he said, this is the first mainstream African American that's articulate and bright, clean, and good looking. Look, we've been smart. You know what I'm saying? We had to find ways to survive, how to build, how to keep growing against a system that didn't want us to thrive. So we've been smart. Just like we were talking about last week with Tiana Taylor and these awards, having the little black girls looking up to her. You don't create the standard. We are the standard. We overcome. We are tough. We are the ones that don't need pills every 5 minutes because something bad happened in our life. We stand up. We rise to the occasion. And we represent everything that you claim America is, except for it resides here. Oh, he's so articulate.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I don't like that stuff either, and I hear it all the time, even on 2K. So
and don't call me brother either.
Don't ever call me brother. That's racist. I said that. I started that in the Army. Anybody that knows me knows. If you call me brother, it's like you calling me nigger.
I don't like it. What's up, brother? And it's always like
brother.
It's always this tone, brother.
Yeah, it's never natural. It's either
you ain't
brother,
Hulkamania, bitch.
Or they be like, "What up, brother?" And it's like you're trying hard either way. Just stop. Just be like, "What up, bro? What up, man? Dude, guy." You don't have to say brother. He's my brother and I love him like myself.
What's up, brother? What's up, Grandmaster? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You
What's up, Grandmaster? It's crazy.
You know what I'm
saying? I ain't gonna lie though, that is a thing, you know, where it's like you talk white, or you know, I don't understand why it's always talking white when you can articulate yourself and enunciate your words and you pronounce your E's and R's, you know. I don't know why it's talking white. I just want to be a little more eloquent when I speak so you understand what I'm saying out of my mouth, you know? But no, that was funny, 2-5.
Yeah, no code switching. No code switching. You know
now look.
That was dope.
So the code switching thing, it's a thing that's actually like people want to keep that. People
we evolved.
You know, people like to say that, you know, Ebonics and all that is AAVE now. African American.
Did y'all actually learn Ebonics in school?
No.
Yeah, so back in my senior year of high school.
Wait, they taught you Ebonics?
Yes. So our teacher, our homeroom teacher, got up to the board and wrote all these funny ass letters, right? And we had to guess what the word was. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't spelled like the regular word, right? So for example, she had like FAARMAHN or whatever it was. So we were supposed to try to figure out what it was. It was supposed to say fireman. But she was like, Farman. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be like, and I was like, I felt like I was sitting in the middle of a Vince McMahon class or something. What's good in the hood? You know, all that. So,
I'm more mad that she's teaching Ebonics with the Baltimore lingo.
Yes, but the crazy part about it too was that it was a black teacher too. It was a black teacher. So you know what I mean? So shout out to Bertha McLeod. You know what I'm saying? I'm still holding you down, even though the system tried to pimp you out. I know you were just doing your job. But that's what happened, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. There is a video that I seen, right? And I know somebody's gonna be like, man, you reaching and you overthinking. But there's a video I seen of this little girl, and she was talking and she's doing this thing, and her mom is trying to teach her Ebonics, basically, or as they call it now, AAV, African American Vernacular, you know. And she was like, where they gonna be at? Instead of where are they? She's like, where they gonna be at? Let me holler at them. Turn around now, let it go now. And like she was like trying to teach her all these random things like partner down. Not
So you
partner.
saying she was trying to sound like Jey Uso?
Nah, she's just trying to sound like you're trying to teach your daughter to talk like a hood nigga. My partner down. Where they gonna be at though?
That's crazy.
We fenced to go to the store. Not
Yeah.
we're about to go to the store. We fenced to go to the store. And she was trying to teach her daughter. And she's like, yeah, this is what we do when we at home. And then you talk that other way when you're at school. And I'm like, it's funny, but it's really not, you know? Like that.
Yeah, so I met this white lady, you know what I'm saying, on my first deployment. She rolled up on me. She was a staff sergeant.
What was that?
Hold on.
Lady.
Why he turned into juvenile? He turned into juvenile right before our eyes.
That badass biz, huh? But you know, but she was from, she was from Billings, Montana. You know, staff sergeant, and you know, I'm just a little old E3. And she walks up to me and she goes, "Hey, people really enjoy it when you speak. I was wondering if you could teach me Ebonics so I can better relate to my airmen."
Oh my God.
Yeah, that happened. Anyway, we can move on now. Jack got a movie for us, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah, what's your movie, Jack?
First of all, pucker up. God, dog. Why you so down? Why you look so down?
I'm down. I'm cool.
I got a movie for y'all. You know, 2-5 sucks at accents, and it makes me mad. Like,
that was crazy.
You said it, lady.
A white lady came up to you and
this white lady?
This old lady came up to me the other day, man. And, hey, baby, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you a little something. Nah, so going back real quick. Going back. So in Charleston, we have the Geechee accent, right? We have the Geechee dialect, which is derivative of the Gullah Geechee people, you know, here in the Low Country. And my daughter doesn't have a Geechee accent. So my wife will try to show her how to say stuff in a Geechee accent. And it is the funniest thing in the world to hear. Like they've recorded each other, her doing it, and she put it on her Snapchat. It is the funniest thing in the world. But if my wife told my daughter, I'm going to teach you Ebonics, I don't want to say the rest of what I'm thinking. That
you'd be so pissed off.
I'd be very upset. Because my children speak slang naturally. And if you don't speak it naturally, you probably shouldn't speak it at all.
For sure.
And that includes white people. White people, some of y'all speak slang like naturally because of people you grew up around. So nobody had to show you how to speak slang. You know what I mean? It's like when people cuss wrong. You know what I mean? You ever met somebody that just tries to cuss and like all their cusses just sound weird?
Yes.
It's
like the same thing.
It's like when you get on the internet and you play 2K and the white boys get on there and they're like, yeah, nigga, look at that shot, nigga. And they say nigga like every 2 seconds. It's like, dog, you gotta stop.
Oh, I would have ended that game immediately. Well, that game would not have lasted very long. So I play on mute. I told you when I do play video games, I play on mute. Go ahead. Sorry, Jack, you got a movie.
Yeah, Jack had a movie.
So I actually have two. So this week we're bringing back Radical Jack's movie suggestion, and this week what I want you guys to check out is Whoop That Trick, Get 'Em, Hustle and Flow. It's like I get to play it again.
No, I was about to play it again. I'm not going to.
Nah. I want y'all to go check out Hustle.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hustle and Flow is an Academy Award winning movie, Oscar worthy. To me, Hustle and Flow is one of the greatest musically inclined films. The music itself is an actual character, and there's so many ways that you can watch Hustle and Flow, and the music it carries the film in such a way. It's really beautiful. Terrence Howard, Anthony Anderson, Isaac Hayes,
Ludacris,
aka Skinny Black. You know, my boy DJ Qualls. You know, he's the light skinned music producer in the movie. Taraji P. Henson is in it. Paula J. Parker, aka Craig's girlfriend on Friday. a really good film. Right now, I can't remember what date what year it came out. I want to say 06. I think it's 06. But definitely go check that out.
Yeah.
My other suggestion is Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry. I just finished it today. I've been sleeping on it. It came out a little bit ago. It got a lot of praise, and I've been sleeping on it. And yeah, if you're looking for a good TV show to watch, it's on HBO Max. Welcome to Derry. It's about the origins of It, aka Pennywise the Clown, aka the creature.
All right.
Thank you for that, Jack. We appreciate you.
Sir.
So I got a question for you guys.
Thank you, Jack.
Well, then ask it, brother.
Are you one of the
Brother.
people that are saying that Rocky should have modeled because the shit is mid again?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't listen to the album. I'm not the guy that listens to stuff because it's trendy to listen to it. I actually have to like your music. And as we were discussing the other day, like I'm not at a place where I'm gonna grow with you as an artist anymore. You either gonna be hot and I'm gonna find out about you while you're hot, or I'm gonna start with you. I started with you back in the 1990s, early 2000s, or yeah, 1990s, early 2000s. I don't have time to learn new artists 2015 and beyond, dog. I'm sorry. In ASAP, when you came out, I wasn't on it, and I'm not gonna get on it now. You may have amazing music. It's not for me.
It's not amazing.
it's
He's not even the best rapper in his group.
I honestly don't even know if it qualifies as mid.
It's not. It's actually trash. Mid is mid tier. Even though the kids try to say mid means it's but it's not good. It sounds like it sounds like a bad Tyler the Creator album. That's what it sounds like.
It's like ass with tissue still stuck in there around it.
It's like he tried to be Tyler the Creator and it didn't work.
I don't know if his music was ever good. I think he had some verses here and there. Like I remember a song he had with Tyler the Creator, Potato Salad. You know what I'm saying? I like that song a lot. And I don't really know too many Rocky songs that I would say that I like. Like I don't even know if the number is 3.
Thanks.
So like this
It's
album,
on FM Problems, right?
yes, his song.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
It's actually his song, but we don't remember his verse, bro.
Oh, we remember his verse.
Shimmy, yeah, shimmy. Is that his verse?
Yes.
Is that the one? Okay, yes.
At least
think enough is said
the
about
rich. Yeah, at least he N-word rich, right?
Oh yeah, at least the nigga rich. Yeah. You think money make a nigga act nigga rich?
Yeah.
At least a nigga rich.
Yeah.
Great one. Great one.
Yeah.
I thought that was Kanye West.
Hey,
You know
funny.
what? Actually,
dead
it does
serious.
sound like something Kanye would say, though.
Nah, it's funny because like
I thought it was Kanye West.
I blended a lot of their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, he's the one that did Halle Berry, Hallelujah, and it's not. That's Kendrick. That's that part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar.
Whatever.
I remember I heard that verse too, and I was like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, guys, you know what I'm saying? Are we going to get into this top 15 or something next week?
Yeah, I would like to.
Top 15 what?
Rappers.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Rez hates lists because he thinks that like talking to his friends about stuff is not fun. And
I love talking to my friends.
when it comes to this stuff, he's a loser. He doesn't want to talk about rapper lists. He's cool. Like we could talk about the best cars and the WWE, but when it comes to hip hop or basketball, I'm not even gonna say sports. Basketball and hip hop, Rez hates every list available.
I'm gonna tell you why I hate lists. Because lists are created for one reason. Because people click on it. People engage lists. So every podcast does lists because they want people to engage, and I think it. I don't think it's the best use of time. But for my gang, I will talk about all the lists y'all want to. So top 15, let's do it. If y'all want to do top 1,500, I will find my top 1,500 rappers from 1990 through 2025. I promise I will. But I'll do the top 15 though. I'm dead serious. I'll do it. I have to think about my 15th favorite rapper is though, because I've never given the 15th my 15th favorite rapper a thought. Common, go.
Better than Jada Kiss. Go. Oh, anyway,
No,
Rez said
no,
that he
not
got
better
a
than Jada
relationship to.
Wait, hold up. Common. Wait, hold up. Common is one of your top 15 favorite rappers.
He might be. I have to make a list to find out.
All right,
Stay tuned, guys. Next week, find out. Is Common my 15th favorite
All right,
rapper?
hold on. So let's establish the rules so we don't get confused. We're doing favorite,
All right,
we're
all
doing
right, go ahead,
best,
go ahead.
or are we doing greatest?
Greatest.
Okay. All right.
Well, okay, wait, pause. Okay, so with the greatest thing, are we doing like it's the all encompassing album sales, blah 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 blah, or are we doing best as in rapping ability best?
I think we have to do the whole package because, like, if you're just doing lyrics only, you leave room for people like Royce the 5'9" and Crooked Eye to infiltrate. You know what I mean? So,
Okay,
Okay.
So then we'll just be greatest.
Yeah. Okay.
Greatest
All right.
career overall. Top
So
15.
I heard it through the grapevine that El Residente had a relationship tip for us.
Yeah, man. So y'all know I'm heavily invested in making sure that our relationships last long term. And the tip that I have for you all this week is, especially me being gone away from home, I want to tell my guys, one, Valentine's Day is July the 22nd. So it's roughly 3 weeks away. So if you haven't already gotten something planned out and got your gift, for your lady, I'm gonna give two tips. One, don't do the thing where it's like, oh, I celebrate, I give you Valentine's Day every day, so I'm not gonna give you Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. That's weird. If you give her Valentine's Day every day, guess what Valentine's Day is? It's another day. So give her Valentine's Day on Valentine's. Don't let her be looking around and her friends all have Valentine's stuff and be like, well, my man didn't get me nothing because he gives me Valentine's Day every day. But the day that's actually Valentine's Day, I'm not gonna give her anything. That's stupid. Second thing, if you are away from home, fellas, especially for an extended period of time, take the time to say a few things. One, make sure when you wake up in the morning, you call your lady and say, hey, babe, I miss you. Two, sometime throughout the day, send her a text message that, hey, I miss your face. I wish I could hug you right now. Let her know that you wish you could be with her. That goes a long way in terms of affirming her that while you're away from home, you still wish you could be with her. That makes a difference. And if you want your relationship to last, these are things that she needs to know about her husband. That's my relationship tip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take us out of here, Jack.
Go Birds. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rez. He sent me a little bet. I lost the bet. The man of my word. This will be going to my son Javian. So thanks, Rez.
Aww.
So yeah. Maybe my son will be a
Yeah,
49er.
great for the collection, man. Great for the collection.
Maybe he'll be a 49er fan. Then we have a rivalry. Like, it'll be cool. Like, I'm not against it.
Nah, he'll be an Eagles fan, but he'll have a cool hat, though. No, he'll have a cool hat. He'll be an Eagles fan.
Here we go. No. Here we go.
Go ahead.
As always, we appreciate everyone who
Did we
tuned
restart
in.
the music?
First time or last time listener. We're just three guys with a perspective, hoping to deliver a different way of thinking, open dialogue, fans. Say less.
Say more.
Say more.
Say more.
Ooh.
Goodbye, Javian.
Letters. One word.